So I have here a Toshiba machine running Windows 7, and I'm going to look to upgrade this to Windows 10. Now the first thing you want to check if you're going to do this is that you have a Windows 7 product key, and if you've got a legitimate machine you should find somewhere on the machine the product key, and I'm blurring it out for obvious reasons. The next thing we need to do is check that this machine is actually capable of running Windows 10. We need to check that it meets the minimum requirements. So the way to do that is we can go down here to the Start button, and where it says Computer, we'll right click and click Properties. And this now takes us into the basic information about our computer, and we can see it's running Windows 7 Home Premium Service Pack 1, and Service Pack 1 is the minimum spec you're going to need if you want to do this PowerShell upgrade, because that's the version that includes Windows PowerShell. And now if we look down here, the first thing we need to check is, has it got a more than a 1 gigahertz processor, and you can see it just about has got 1.9 gigahertz. Now it's a 64-bit operating system, which means it has to have a minimum of 2 gigabytes of RAM. We can see here it's got 4, so that's fine. So one thing I realized when I was editing this video is that I didn't show you that you also have to check for disk space on your machine. So here's another Windows 7 machine, but you would do it in exactly the same way. So again, you go down to our Start menu. This time you go to Computer, but you don't right click on it, you just click on it. And it instantly brings up the hard drives on your system and tells you how much you've got left. So there we are, 36.1 gigabytes free, and you need a minimum of 16 for a 32-bit operating system and 32 gigabytes for a 64-bit operating system. The next thing we need to know is regarding the graphics card, so we need to go somewhere else for that. Okay, for the graphics driver information, this is what you need to do. You need to go down here again into the bottom left hand corner. In the box here you want to type DX DIAG, DX diag. Press enter, and that will bring up system information. Now it needs to be running DirectX version 9 or higher, and you can see this one is running 11. And then we'll go up here, we'll click on the Display tab. Okay, and now we need to check that it's the display mode that's capable is 800 by 600 minimum, and you can see it's currently on 1360 by 768, so that's no problem. And it also needs to be running with a WDDM 1.0 driver or more, and you can see over here with the drivers we've got a 1.1, so this machine is good to go. The next thing I would always recommend you do is back up your system. If you don't know how to do that, then again you come down here and in the search dialog box just type in backup. So type in backup, that brings up your backup and restore options, and basically just follow the process. If you're one of those people that's a fairly light user and you've only got documents on your PC, a few photographs, then you can just copy those onto a key or something like that. But if you want to do a backup to a bigger drive, you could still use a USB stick, and you would choose it from your options here, and just follow the process. This isn't a video about doing backups, it's about upgrading Windows 7. But if you want me to do a separate video on how to back up your system, then please do let me know in the comments. So for this upgrade I'm going to be using Windows PowerShell. So we're going to go back down to our start menu again, and this time I'm going to type in PowerShell. And you see you've got various versions here. The top one will be fine. I'm going to right click on it and I'm going to run as administrator. Click yes. I'm going to type in set with a capital S hyphen execution capital E policy capital P space capital U unrestricted. Enter. And it's saying that I won't be protected from scripts if I run this. Do I still want to change it? And I have to say Y for yes. Enter. So that's it. And now we're going to come out of that. And we'll move on to the next stage. Okay, so the next thing you need to do is to download the script, which I've posted in the comments down on my YouTube video. And once you've done that, you can go to your downloads folder. So I'm just going down here, open your file manager, and we can go to downloads, which you can see there. And you're looking for the file that says upgrade. Okay, so I'm going to click on it to highlight it. I'm going to right click and then I'm going to select run with PowerShell. Now how long this takes will depend on the speed of your computer. On this one it took about a minute, but I'm speeding it up for the purposes of this video. Do you want it to make changes? Yes, we do. And now it's done. So now on to the next step. So basically now you should just be able to let it run in the background and do its thing. But just in case you're paranoid and you want to check that something is happening, you can close this down. And we'll go to the task manager, which we can do if I type in task down here. There we go, view running processes with task manager. And you can see, if I actually make this full screen, the one right at the very top, and I'll just open this up more. Windows 10 Upgrader app. So there it is, it's ticking away, and I'm just going to leave it now and come back to you when everything's done, and I'll let you know how long it takes in real time with this machine from here. Okay, so we're coming up to the 3-hour mark now, and as you can see it says working on updates 11%. And so I'm just going to leave this going. I don't know how much longer it's going to be. I'm off to bed, it's late, and we'll pick it up in the morning. Okay, so I've let this run overnight, and here is the page that we have ended up on. So I'm just going to click accept to the legal stuff. And now it's finalizing the settings. Okay, so now we get an option to use speech recognition or not. And we'll just say yes. Let Microsoft and apps use your location. So obviously you need to look at these options to see whether you are comfortable with actually having these particular options. As you can see, there's quite a few of them. Okay, so that's that done. And here we are. Welcome to your new version of Windows. And what could be more satisfying than Prince Harry and Donald Trump welcoming you to Windows? So you can see there's lots of pop-up notifications happening while everything gets updated. Often you'll find that when you first install something, it will take take a reboot to get things kind of starting to run more smoothly, because what you'll find is that you'll get a lot of updates that happen. And this isn't the end of the process, because we have to turn off PowerShell just for security. And so let me show you how to do that next. But when I get the chance, I will reboot this computer first. So on the first reboot after the upgrade, this is what we get. Just waiting for that now. Okay, now we're at the welcome screen. So all we need to do now is go down to this search bar, type in PowerShell. You can see it comes up straight away. Right click, run as administrator. So do you want to allow this app to make changes? Yes, we do. A lot faster than it was last time. So now again we have to just close this security loop by saying set hyphen, so it's capital S, execution, capital P for policy, no gap in between, space, restricted. Enter. It says Yes. So I believe that's done, and we can just close it down. And that's how to upgrade a machine from Windows 7 to Windows 10 using PowerShell. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please feel free to comment below. Also, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I will get back to you. Feel free to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so that you know when I add more videos. I'm Paul Hutchings and this has been an instructional video for Media Manor.